They received millions in taxpayer dollars to help save manufacturing, a plant touted by the biggest names.
This is a symbol of where Michigan's going.
But 2 years later, our Target 8 investigators found some big problems, exposing workers who were playing board games and doing volunteer work, not making high-tech batteries. Tonight, LG Chem is being held responsible, paying back hundreds of thousands of dollars to taxpayers.
Prompted by our Target 8 investigation, the feds are now changing the way they track money, making sure this doesn't happen again. We have team coverage exploring what's next for the troubled Holland plant.
We begin live with Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker, who first exposed the problems at LG Chem last October.
Yes, Sue and Brian, the Department of Energy's response to the audit promises change, that it will do a better job of watching over multi-million-dollar projects like the one here at LG Chem. DOE in a statement said that the audit brought on by Target 8's investigation is leading to a reorganization of its Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy. It says it will spend more time visiting large projects across the country and will streamline its review of invoices. Federal auditors reported that LG Chem workers spent $1.6 million of their time either playing cards, board games, watching movies, or volunteering at nonprofits. Since LG Chem and the feds were splitting workers' costs evenly, the Korean-based company repaid the government $842,000. This plant started with a $150 million Department of Energy grant.
Shovels will soon be moving earth.
A presidential groundbreaking and the promise of 440 jobs. But with slow sales of the Chevy Volt, it has yet to turn out a lithium-ion battery for sale. And just 200 people are employed. Then last October, Target 8, through interviews with workers and former coworkers, uncovered questions about wasted time.
If there was nothing for us to do, we would study in the cafeteria or we'd sit and play cards, sit and read magazines. It's really sad that all these people are sitting there and doing nothing, and it's basically on taxpayer money.
That led directly to the audit by the Department of Energy Inspector General, and that audit laid much of the blame on what it called poor oversight by the Department of Energy. It questioned why LG Chem spent 94% of the $151 million grant while building only 60% of its production capacity. It also questioned why the feds issued the grant in the first place without a promise from LG Chem to shift battery production to Michigan from South Korea. And it questioned whether the feds should have cut off funding when it appeared LG Chem was struggling. Now, in a statement released today, LG Chem said that it had cooperated with the feds and that it has put in safeguards to make sure mistakes like these don't happen again. Live in Holland, Ken Kolker, 24 Hour News 8.